Friday then. It's Saturday. No, I'm joking. Welcome to SmackDown. We're live from Louisville, Kentucky, the KFC Yum Center. We are a week or so, give or take, away from Clash at the Castle. Welcome in. So welcome, folks. We have LA Knight versus Santos Escobar to kick us off. Of course, LA Knight will take on Ethan. What's he doing here, by the way? He'll take on all ego Ethan Page. Of course, both these men have huge egos. That will be for the United States Championship, we heard from Nick Aldis. And if you haven't seen NXT and you just watch the main roster, I did announce that after Clash at the Castle, we're going to give the power of our universe mode to the AI. I don't know if it's going to be good or bad. We're just there for the journey. I'm just reacting like you guys. But it's so I can shift my focus to helping you guys. But I also want to do universe mode. I want to do my initial reason I created the channel was to share my universe mode. So I know we're going to get good stuff. I know we'll get unpredictable stuff. Tag team breakups, random rivalries. It's an interesting start to a match. Santos and LA Knight both in sync. Maybe they've been training together, choreographing the match. And of course, LA Knight taking on Ethan Page at Clash at the Castle in Glasgow. We fly over to Glasgow for Monday Night Raw. Before we go to Clash at the Castle, that's going to be really fun, laddie. That's such a terrible impression. We're also going to hear that Lola Vice is on the mic tonight. We've got Women's Tag Team Championships on the line. The Meta Girls take on the Party Girls. Of course, the Meta Girls earning that opportunity. Finally, they've got their moment. The Women's Tag Team Championships Universal across all brands. NXT, Raw, SmackDown, wherever the women's tag teams are, is where you'll see the Tag Team Championships. And Frankensteiner backwards from Santos. Of course, Santos is in our universe mode. He's a former United States champion, beating Trick Willie at the Elimination Chamber. And a nice move, the leg drop there from Santos. And at Clash at the Castle, on the SmackDown side, we're going to see a gauntlet match to determine the number one contender. Oh, well, we think. We'll see what AI decides. We've got a gauntlet match anyway. It's just for a bit of fun. As Randy Orton, the WWE Undisputed Universal Champion, is looking for an opponent. Let's see who AI picks. An LA Knight here, throwing bombs at Santos Escobar. Oh, for God's sake. Ethan Page doesn't even give a damn. He sees his opportunity and runs in that ring. Good on you, Ethan. Good on you. Beat the holy smokes out of him. Santos is like, what the hell's going on here, man? Thank God you stopped that match. I really didn't want to be involved in it. Now Ethan Page is going to get an opportunity to beat the holy crap out of his opponent, who he'll face a week on Saturday in Universe Mode time. Whenever I refer to anything, it's in Universe Mode time. What the hell's Ethan Page doing? Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. That's what that felt like. Now LA Knight rolls to the outside of the ring. Disqualification. So, of course, Santos Escobar picks up the victory here. And these two men are just going to brawl. It's like watching a Triple H episode of SmackDown. On-site brawls. Except there's not 20 people trying to split them up. The referee's just stood in the ring observing as Ethan Page beats the living daylights out of the megastar. And actually bust him open. Shout out to the Busted Open podcast. And look at Ethan Page. Left LA Knight defenseless. Well, blood was spilt. And at Clash at the Castle, when these two men go head to head for that vacant United States Championship, who will leave Clash at the Castle as the United States Champion? Who will be challenging? And here we see the Meta Girls. The Meta 2, actually. I'm thinking of putting Aura Mensa and Noam Dar also on SmackDown. So in the comments, guys, if you want to see them two in universe mode, I love Jakara Jackson so much. I mean, I love Lash, but Jakara's just got. I like whenever there's a tag team and like Jeff and Matt, for example, I always. Well, that's an exception because I actually prefer Jeff. Jeff is in our main event tonight, by the way, against Sami Zayn, 2 contenders of the Gauntlet match. We saw CM Punk and Cody Rhodes last week, and it's going to be a 6-manner. So who are the other 2? That's the beauty of Clash at the Castle. You need to subscribe to see who turns up, who SmackDown have signed. And we have to do it. It's party time! Of course, the inaugural Women's Tag Team Champions, the Unholy Union, who are on Raw, are the only other team to hold these Women's Tag Team Championships. Katana Chance, Kayden Carter have been pretty unstoppable in this universe mode, and that's what it's all about, folks. Being unstoppable and the Women's Tag Team Championship. So yes, folks, I'm proud to announce the last announcement, the last change in the universe mode. The AI will deal with the rest. But the Women's Championships are universal now. They can be defended on Raw, they can be defended on SmackDown, they can be defended on NXT. So that's something to look forward to. Who will be the ones to dethrone the Party Girls? The Meta Girls certainly look like serious contenders. Of course, they did get beat by the Kabuki Warriors initially, but then qualifying to challenge for these championships. Nothing less than they deserve, to be honest. Lash Legend, of course, potentially a future Women's World Champion. I'm so excited. Who is the AI going to break up as well? Like, who will the AI... Like, when we get into the AI booking, it does tag team breakups and formations, so it'd be quite interesting to see, like, which tag teams they break up. Imagine they break up the Party Girls. I'd be heartbroken. Get it? Heartbroken. Just shut the hell up. And Rod Zapata's in charge. He's a terrible referee, by the way. We've seen him very corrupt throughout this universe mode. And Jakara's going to start in the ring against Katana Chance. Katana Chance is actually one of my favourite female wrestlers in the world. I just think she's so underrated. Now, collar and elbow, tie up Irish whip. Oh, Zapata already involved, you see. Can't keep himself away from the females. You see him oiling up his body. Like, his body, that sounds really bad. Oh my God. He always has really, like, oily arms. Like, he's always, like, putting oil on his arms. I think it's to impress the ladies. Well, he hasn't impressed these ladies, I can tell you that. They're focused on the goal, which is the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. Irish whip into the corner from Lash. Going to get in Jakara again. And of course, the thing I like about the Meta Girls is they're quite balanced. So you've got Lash Legend, who's like a powerhouse. Jakara's a bit more technical and has like a bit of high-flying offense. And a pinfall here from Jakara early on. You ain't going to put away Katana Chances early. These ladies have been so unbeatable. It's like unexplainable. There's so many unwords. But they have been like... They've faced the Kabuki Warriors. They've faced the Unholy Union again. I think they've faced... who else did they face? They faced somebody else. My memory's like a sieve. And I'm hearing also that Raw have made big signings in the women's tag team division. You just have to stay tuned, folks. Because it's going to be interesting, and drags Kayden to the floor. To the floor. That's Naomi's song, innit? Do you remember that, Naomi? I'm amazing. Of course, Naomi was the last United States Women's Champion before I started having brain rot, and I don't know why I don't actually know why I unified that, because and then I changed my mind and wanted like a new draft. Ignore me, and Naomi's on SmackDown. It doesn't make any sense. That's why we have to take the booking out of my hands. I mean, when I'm doing the guides and stuff, I'm obviously... It's because I always want to be doing something different. I want to incorporate everything. And I feel like if I can just sit back, react, and then focus on the guides and the course that I've wrote, and help you guys with anything that you guys need, I think that's the way to go. Can't be changing every week. And now Kayden Carter, ooh, nice punch there, no range. And Lash just reads it like a book. She's a student. Pushes Kayden into the corner. German suplex. Fue desehen. I need to learn some German words. Should know. Ich bin. They're the only words. I actually did Spanish in school. Believe it or not, it is not decades since I've... Well, Is it decade? It is over a decade. No, I'm not telling you. And this is a good move here from Jakara. Suplex to Katana. This could be the tag team championships. She's not going to go for the pinfall. That's interesting. Brings her back to her feet. Irish whip reverse from Katana Chance. Now she's in the opposing corner. The Ops corner. Samoa Joe, Hook and Shibata corner. I'd love to incorporate some guys like that. It's just I don't want the rosters to become that big they're unmanageable. Like I'd love like Hook in there. Just, you know, like in the mid-card. Just intercontinental. At that kind of level. Imagine Hook versus like Sheamus. Oh my god, and Katana misses an absolute easy springboard. Got miscalculated, but she's going to fight back. Jakara thought she did have the upper hand there and sweeps the legs. And Jakara went absolutely flying there. And oh, Caden's flying. Let me know what you guys think of the format. I think 30 minutes as an absolute Ricky Saints now. As an absolute maximum is probably the way to go. I don't want to overwhelm you guys with if I'm uploading every other day. The guides are obviously 50 minutes. I don't want to bombard you with hour to hour and a half long episodes of Universe Mode. I quite like this way we're doing it, especially for Raw and SmackDown. The PLEs will probably be a little bit longer. They'll probably be 50 minutes to an hour. I don't know. A nice drop kick into the armbar. But obviously PLEs only happen, what? Well, if you take the specials, it's probably like 20 episodes a year. And you... Oh! How far did she dive? Hook of the leg, that could do it. Pin on Lash Legend. That was... The range she got on that spear was insane. Now kick to the back. Yeah, so I think I would just hazard a guess there's probably like 24 special episodes. And that's in 365 days. And obviously Raw and SmackDown and NXT. And, ooh, super kick. And of course, Ruthless Aggression's a bit different. That's always going to be edited. That's never going to be like really heavy episodes. It's always going to be like 20 to 30 minutes, no matter if it's maybe the PLEs will be a bit longer. But my goal is to upload every other day. And I'm going to cut, like, my goal is to cut the Universe Mode, like, so we have a shorter calendar. For me, so like 3 weeks in between PLEs. And defense, successful defense for Katana, Chance, and Caden Carter. Yeah, so I'm trying to like rein in the calendars a bit. So instead of 4 weeks in between each PLE, we'll probably have like 3. And that way I can do Ruthless Aggression. Ruthless Aggression is completely AI booked anyway. You'll love that. I recorded an episode of SmackDown. It won't be out yet. We've got like a mini brand split. 2 brands are like 20. It's so good. I like the episode that I've just done. It was so much fun to record. I absolutely loved it. And still, your WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. I'm a bit gutted for Meta Girls, but like they seem to always like get like nearly there, but fail. Because the Party Girls are the best tag. I think we'll struggle to find a women's tag team that outshine these. And here comes Lola. She faces Jade Cargill, but she wants a word. Clash at the Castle. She wants a word. Jade, I've done some speaking to Nicholas Aldis in the back. An hour match at Clash at the Castle. I need to tell you something. Get your ass out here. Lola, you beat me by a fluke in an underground match. There's no way lightning strikes twice. I'm just out here to listen to what you and Nick have been talking about. Stipulation, anything, it doesn't matter because I will beat you. Well, Jade, here's the thing. I've been speaking with Nick Aldis, and in fact, I've been speaking with him a lot. Me and you are going to go at it. Here, are you ready for it? Jade, I don't think you're ready for it. You're looking at me a bit weird. It's going to be an ambulance match. Okay? So we're going to decide who really is the stronger woman because only one of us will walk out. The other will be in the hospital in Glasgow. So, Jade, do you accept? Well, you don't really have a choice because Nick's already green-lighted it. I accept anyway. Oh, so we've got Jade Cargill versus Lola Vice in an ambulance match at Clash at the Castle. This is going to be ferocious. Absolutely ferocious. Of course, Jade Cargill hasn't really seemed okay since that underground match. Of course, Lola beating on the debut episode of this SmackDown, not this SmackDown, and we got a yeet in a minute. Oh, is this where the crowd have got that new animation? What the oh my god, they're going to break the hips. They've like shot... Anyway, guys, we're going to determine the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. We've decided to split the men's into NXT men's tag, Raw men's tag, SmackDown men's tag. What the hell is that crowd doing? So we got a fatal 4-way tornado tag here. The Usos versus Pretty Deadly versus American Made versus a new signing. Here comes Big Jim. I really want the Usos to win this match, by the way. I don't have a decide. Like in some matches, you just have to leave it to the AI because like you can't choreograph it. Like a fatal forward. But I really hope the Usos win. It's just me, Usos. I'm gonna do. Imagine doing that type of yeet that crowd in 2K did in real life. You would break your back. Do they have a spine? I don't think anyone in the crowd has a spine, to be honest. So American Made, Pretty Deadly are already out here. This is the power of editing, but look at this signing from Nicholas Aldis. Of course, we saw NXT. If you haven't seen NXT, spoiler alert, they made a new signing in the tag team division. I'll give you 3, 2, and 1. The Outrunners are now with NXT, which is an incredible signing from Ava. We believe that the AEW tag teams that are here are on sporadic contracts, so like they I don't know how they'll appear. But this is to determine our inaugural WWE SmackDown Tag Team Champions. The only other team to hold these titles in a different version, well no, it was the blue ones, is the Motor City Machine Guns, and they successfully defended them. Of course, we're waiting for the DLC, so they had to vacate. But so now we're going to determine who... I think the DLC is pretty soon though, no? It's like a month away. So maybe the Motor City Machine Guns... We don't know if they're going to be on Raw or SmackDown. So I'm excited to see where they'll end up. Probably SmackDown. I think they were on SmackDown before. Of course, Stephanie Vaquer also will go to SmackDown. Julia to NXT. We have Jordan Grace on SmackDown as well. But I've got really good cause now. So I'm doing it. This is on PS5. This is, I believe, this is the last PS5 episode. I've transferred it all to my PC. So we're doing it on PC. I've managed to get that looks good. The PC 60 FPS 240 1440p. It looks beautiful, man. So it's just a case of after Clash at the Castle. Well, no, after this episode we'll be on PC. So we got Fatal 4-way tag team action. American Made actually challenged in a ladder match before for these titles, and they won. And I believe they faced Fraxium and lost. Fraxium, of course, the Raw Tag Team Champions. We're going to find out the NXT Tag Team Champions at Battleground. That's the next episode of the current generation. Got another guide, I believe, coming up for you maybe next. Then we've got Ruthless Aggression, and then we're back to Battleground, Raw, Smack, whatever. So the way I'm going to do it is like in a rotation. So it'll probably be like Raw, NXT, SmackDown, Guide, Ruthless, Raw, SmackDown. Do you get Raw, NXT, SmackDown, Guide, Ruthless? Do you get what I mean? So now you can see Ruthless Aggression's only going to have like an episode every week, once a week. So the way we're going to do it is like we're going to upload 4 to 5 times a week. We're going to have 3 episodes of the current generation, which will be random days. But they'll all be in a row. Then we'll have a guide to break it up, which is the main content. Oh, super kick from Jimmy Uso, what a surprise. And then after the guide, we'll do the Ruthless Aggression, if that makes sense. So after this episode, I'll try stick to that, and I'll have to write it down somewhere. But after this video, we'll have episode 2 of the Universe Mode University. That's an interesting episode. We've got setting up. So it's talking about like how many shows, like it's just like what kind of shows do you want to run, how many shows, that kind of stuff. It's very interesting, so make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell. If you're not in the Discord, join the Discord. You'll find out as soon as they go live. It's a 25-part series that will go on till maybe summerish, and there's everything in there. I haven't missed a thing. Not missed a damn thing. It covers booking, core universes, women booking certain divisions, how to incorporate AEW, Ring of Honor, New Japan. It's got everything. You need to subscribe and check it out. And if you haven't seen the first episode, make sure you do go watch that, because it's essential that you watch all 25 episodes to complete the course and then get your Jack qualification. Jey Uso with a pinfall here on Austin Gunn. And we haven't talked about that, the Gun Club on SmackDown. I don't know if this is a permanent... Oh, Fairmaster! Don't know if this is a permanent edition. I don't know if I have them on PC. We'll just have to see. I'm breaking the fourth wall. But I am definitely using the PC version for current PS5 for Ruthless, because there's a lot of better calls on PS5, obviously. But a few my friend makes attires and stuff. But two of my friends make attires on PC, and I want to showcase them. So, and the graphics are better and everything. And oh my God, torture rack from Brutus Creed. Brutus Creed is a brute, innit? And of course, our main event, two guys out of the gauntlet. Sami Zayn taking on Jeff Hardy. Ooh, some acrobatics. Kisses his hand, and that's the kiss of clothesline of death to Jey Uso. Of course, we saw Jey Uso beat Damian Priest last week. And then Nick Aldis bringing the tag team championships back. The Usos were like, we the ones who are going to lead this division. Maybe they are. We'll find out. With Jay chasing around. Jimmy's getting pinned by Elton Page. Kick out. And Jay needs to help his broski out. His bro's taking a beating. Big Jim's taking a beating. It would be so good if the Usos won this. I'm going to yeet like that crowd did. I'm joking. Oh, spear from Jim. That could do it. Russian leg sweep from Colton. Imagine if Austin Gunn and Colton Gunn come into WWE and just win the WWE Tag Team Championship straight away. That would be insanity, right? And a pinfall here. Rod's apart, quick to respond. Jay hook of the leg. He's got it. It's just me, Oos. Day one. It's just me, Oos. Oh, I promise you, I did not book that. I didn't anticipate that. This is who I wanted to win. If I was booking, oh my God, we've got the Usos. Oh, just think of a cross-brand match between Fraxium and the Usos. It's just me, Us. I'm really happy with our Smag team. I nearly said Smag team. SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos. The bloodline, the OG bloodline. Now we're into our main event, I believe. It's going to be, whoa, oh, let's go. Sami Zayn takes on Jeff Hardy, two members of the gauntlet match that will probably mean nothing when the AI takes over. But it'll be a lot of fun. But it does actually matter, because I'm sure that I can put a rival... Oh, no, I don't know if I can in the gauntlet match, but, like, if you win a gauntlet match in, like, the main event division, that'll shoot you up so far up the rankings. We'll have to see how it goes, but... Wow, we're going to get some interesting matches as Sami makes his way to the ring. The Canadian man with a plan. And I've got some really good Sami Zayn attires on PC as well. Seth Rollins, I have about 50. My friend, I don't know what name he wants to go by, but I'll call him the Final Boss. He does this thing where he has like 30 attires on one superstar, like Cody Rhodes, and I think I asked him if he had, like, because obviously I'm moving over at PC, any suggestions of like good attires, and he sent me about 15 Seth Rollins attires, and I nearly downloaded them all. I'm not gonna lie, because they were all great. There's this Magneto one and Wolverine one that's just amazing. Here comes Jeff Hardy with the face paint. That's how his theme song goes. Actually, I think my favourite Jeff Hardy theme song, as he gets underway here against Sami Zayn, this is going to be an epic fight, neck breaker into the forearm. I want to know in the comments what your guys' favourite Jeff Hardy theme song is. So you have the "Can't You See the Writings on the Wall," that one. You can have that one I was doing at start. But my favourite is the TNA one where it's like modest to the top. If you've heard that one, you're a real stepper. That's all I'm gonna say. Now backbreaker from Sami. Okay, of course, all these kind of matches when the AI book it, not they matters because it's on a different platform. They would boost you up the rankings, so it would make you a contender. Now Sami, gonna go after Jeffrey Hardy. Nice enziguri there from Jeff. Sami rolls out, not the worst decision in the world. Of course, if you're not aware of Jeff Hardy's arsenal, a high flyer will put his body on the line, and I mean on the line, I don't mean a little bit on the line. He will throw his body off very tall heights, and a 2 count there on Sami. Sami formerly best friends with Kevin Owens. And that's an interesting friendship because I believe them to have had hundreds of matches, maybe 1,000. And one of my favourite matches between Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens was in Ring of Honor. I believe it was the Ring of Honor World Championship. It was like a ladder match, but they just had like 50 ladders in the match. I don't know how that's relevant to this, but nice fisherman suplex there from Sami. I think when the AI do it and I can just react, I think it's going to be so much like... coffin drop there from Sami off the springboard. Tribute to Darby Allin. So many superstars that I want though. What do you guys like? It'd be interesting for your guys' feedback. Would you rather like a small roster, or would you rather just a massive roster and just random, just like Darby Allin turning up everywhere? Coffin drop from Jeff. Now I think I'm going to keep it to what I've got, to be fair. Can't find a Megan Bayne though. That's the big problem. I need to complete Showcase on PC to get a Megan Bayne. Hopefully by the time I'm recording the SmackDown, I'm going to have to do that. I've done that Money in the Bank briefcase match twice. I've got to do it for a 3rd time. It's not a lot of fun really, but I'll get it done. It'll be alright. It's not too bad. I have to get the Tamina 17, then I've got Megan Bayne back. She debuted and absolutely crushed La Condrita Loca. I don't know why I can't get it though, because I don't know what she's got on. And a missed move, barricade dive there from Hardy. Of course, Jeff with a... Oh, I love this move. When Jeff used to do this move, he does the leg drop to the groin. Ooh, yeah. And he used to do Whisper in the Wind. That, and now he's going to hit a barricade dive, balancing. And a splash on Samuel Zayn. Sami brought back to his feet. Could we be about to see some twist of fate from Jeff? Who knows? Oh, wait. Blue Thunderbomb from Sami. I love that move. That is one of my favourite moves in wrestling. Hook of the leg. Kick out. Sound like I'm about to do something in my pants there when I made that noise. And Sami, I thought he was going for the haluva kick forearm. That could have been it. He's just going... Oh, imagine if he does a swanton on Jeff. Ooh. We'll never know because of the power of editing. Now Jeff, I had to get it down to 30 minutes. I don't know why I cut that bit out. Now Jeff with the Hurricane from the top rope. Sami's in trouble. Oh, that's some aggressive hip thrust in there from Jeff. There is no way on God's green earth he reaches this. There is no way on God's green earth he reaches this. Jeff Hardy. Is he going to hit it? Oh no, he's gone for a splash. I know he couldn't reach the Swanton Bomb. There was no way. Now he just stares over Sami. Now hit the Swanton Bomb. Sami's barely moved for like a minute. Swanton Bomb. Hook of the leg. Jeff going to gain the advantage going into the goal. Oh, haluva kick missed. Sami came back. I want to see Whisper in the Wind. Oh no, I'll take this. Twist of fate from Jeff Hardy. Hook of the leg. Oh, he's got resiliency. He's going to kick out. Oh, Sami Uso. Finds something. Oh, Jeff. Nice splash there from Hardy. Jeff has got everything in his arsenal. He's such a diverse wrestler. Well, I think we were going for another twist of fate there. Sami going for the haluva kick, but Jeff interrupting his run. He could be in trouble here. What the hell's Jeff Hardy doing? Submission from Hardy. It's not a sharpshooter. I can't remember what that submission's called, but it's effective. And obviously Sami's had back problems. Now Jeff. Splash. Go to the top. Secure your advantage for the gauntlet. I'm excited to see who the other two are. Swan. Torn. Bomb. Surely that's it, folks. 2, 3, and Jeff Hardy picks up the victory. That was SmackDown, folks. I hope you did enjoy it. We've got another full episodes of SmackDown and Raw leading up to Clash at the Castle. And NXT Battleground is next. But thank you for watching. I'll see you on the guide if you're there. And peace.